Most of you don't even know where you stand on the attractiveness scale. You might actually be far more attractive than I thought. And today I'll analyze the unmistakable signs that clearly show this. Let's get started. Sign 1. Women become awkward around you. Many guys think that when a girl gets nervous around them, it means she's uncomfortable or uninterested. But in reality, one of the biggest signs of your attractiveness is when women become flustered, clumsy, or a little shy when they're near you. When you walk into a room, not saying a word, just your presence. And then you see her. She's chatting and laughing happily with her friends, relaxed and natural. But then her gaze passes over you, just for a brief second. And in that moment, everything changes. When a woman feels nervous around an attractive man, her body language will give her away. She starts fiddling with a necklace around her neck. On the other hand, she twirls her hair, occasionally touching her lips or neck. You might think she's just daydreaming or not paying attention. Wrong. That's body language, a subconscious way her body tries to attract you. Women don't do this with people they're not interested in. When a woman is attracted, she can't hide her awkwardness. She suddenly becomes more concerned about her appearance. Fixing her hair, sitting up straighter, stealing glances at her reflection in the nearby glass. It's all reflex. She didn't plan it. Her body reacts to only one thing. You've triggered something in her. And here's another thing. Have you ever caught a girl's gaze as she stares at you, but as soon as you look back, she quickly looks away, as if she's just done something wrong? That's an attraction. She's afraid of being caught liking you. Some girls are the opposite. They hold your gaze a little longer, as if to say, I'm not afraid of you, and I know you see me. Whatever the case, one thing is certain. She feels the attraction from you. Don't be quick to think she's uncomfortable or uneasy. Sometimes that awkwardness is the most honest confession of attraction. Sign 2. Men behave differently when you're around them. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift? Some men will look at you with respect, while others may become passive-aggressive or act like you don't even exist. Congratulations, you're a threat. In the social world of men, being a threat can only mean one thing. You're an attractive man. When you enter a space, a bar, a gathering, or just a regular meetup, you don't say anything, just your presence, but you feel it. The atmosphere changes slightly. A few guys glance at you, their gaze brief but not accidental. Some nod slightly, a sign of respect. Others glance over, then look away, pretending you never existed. That's the moment you realize you just entered the competition. Men are highly competitive creatures. When an attractive man walks in, other men can feel it almost immediately. They begin to assess. How is he dressed? What's his demeanor like? How confident does he appear? And most importantly, is he threatening my position? If someone intentionally tells a better story after you or interrupts you with a one-up joke, don't mistake it. It's not friendliness. It's a challenge. They're testing to see if you'll falter, if you feel the need to prove yourself. And the very fact that they're doing this tells you one thing. They feel threatened. On the other hand, some people might choose to completely ignore you. No looks, no words, no invitations to join the conversation. But that ignorance isn't accidental. It's intentional. Because if they acknowledge your presence, it means they're also acknowledging your value. And for a bruised ego, that's unacceptable. What's interesting is that women pick up on these things very quickly. When they see other men reacting to you with caution, admiration, or jealousy, you immediately become more attractive in their eyes. Because in a woman's world, a man who can make other men shrink back is always someone worth noticing. Sign 3. Women challenge you. When women are attracted, they don't always show it clearly. Sometimes they'll challenge you, teasing, pretending to be unimpressed, or making sarcastic remarks like, "Do you think you're charming?" You probably say this to a lot of girls, right? This isn't rejection, it's a test. They want to see if you're confident enough not to be thrown off by a teasing remark. The key is not to be defensive or awkward. Just respond lightly, maybe even joke back. If you understand this, you're already a step ahead of most men out there. Women have a very special instinct. They care not only about looks, but also about the character behind the gaze and words. When they're attracted to a man, they often don't show it directly. Instead, they test him. Light jabs, sarcastic comments, or even fake indifference, all to see how you'll react. Do you get angry? Do you try to explain, justify, or become defensive? If so, you just lost points. But if you smile lightly, respond with a witty comeback, or simply stay calm as if to say, "I've seen this game before," then it's a different story. In that moment, in her eyes, you're not just an interesting man, you're a high-value man. And that's incredibly attractive. This attraction doesn't come from being perfect or invincible. It comes from how you stand firm against small tests. Women don't want someone who's easily shaken. They want someone strong enough that they can test, push a little, but still know that he won't fall just from a teasing remark. And if you pass that test, you'll not only be more attractive in her eyes, you'll make her curious. Because in a world full of weak and sensitive reactions, you're an exception. Sign 4. Strangers stare at you without realizing it. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like every eye was on you? A girl looks at you from afar, then quickly turns away when you look back? You're standing there waiting for your coffee, not doing anything, just standing there, glancing at a few messages. And then, from the corner of your eye, you sense someone is staring at you. You turn. She immediately looks away, pretending to check her phone or gazing at the ceiling as if pondering the mysteries of the universe. This doesn't happen just once. You walk into a restaurant, a shopping mall, or even on the subway, and there's always a pair of eyes subtly watching you. The interesting part is, they don't come up to talk to you. They don't laugh or speak a word. But their gaze lingers a little longer than usual, sometimes 2 or 3 seconds. Then they quickly look away as if they've been caught. It's not a coincidence. It's because she finds you attractive. The gaze will betray her. Even the most unapproachable woman will glance at an attractive man. When someone is attracted to you, their subconscious reacts even before they realize it. They look at you simply because there's something about you they can't look away from. Maybe it's your confident demeanor, the way you dress, your calm posture, or your knowing gaze. And when that gaze lingers, then quickly avoids when you catch it, that's the clearest sign. You have attraction. You don't need to stand out. You don't need to be famous. Attraction sometimes isn't in what you say, but in how you show up. Some people walk into a room and immediately make others notice, even without saying a word. Not because they're loud, but because of their presence. And if you notice strangers often staring at you in this way, understand this. You have something about you that makes them unable to look away. In fact, they might not even know why themselves. Other men also notice this, not looking at you like women do, but with a subtle nod, a glance at your outfit. Some even unconsciously step aside when you walk into a crowded room. That's an instinctive reaction to the energy of a high-value person. When you carry the energy of someone attractive, the world around you behaves differently. Sign 5. You're treated specially without asking. Have you ever been served faster at a bar without having to ask loudly? A waitress refills your water without you requesting, or you're given a better seat for no reason? You walk into a coffee shop. You don't need to smile too brightly. You don't need to be extra charming. You simply order your drink like everyone else. But the staff is unusually friendly. Your drink arrives faster than expected. There's an extra layer of cream, no charge. The girl behind the counter even jokes, "You're lucky. You didn't ask for this. You didn't even expect it." But things like this keep happening. Another time, you're shopping at a clothing store. The staff proactively brings out items that haven't been put on the rack yet. A warm smile, a few more genuine suggestions than the other customers get. Even if you don't buy much, they still smile as if you're a special guest. What does this mean? It means others are attracted to you and subconsciously want to make you happy. Especially women, they'll find reasons to interact with you, like asking for the time, even if they have a watch right in front of them. This isn't just about looks. It's a combination of a neat appearance, natural confidence, a charismatic gaze, and how you present yourself to the world. People are more inclined to like you, more willing to help you, unconsciously, because they find you attractive. It's not that you're taking advantage of this, you're simply being yourself. But the reward comes from the invisible affection you create around you. The world often favors those who know how to show up clearly, strongly, yet without being boastful. And if you frequently get treated specially without saying a word, it might be that you're the one bringing that special treatment to you. If you've ever received a free pastry, been upgraded to a better hotel room, or had a girl naturally adjust your collar, don't be surprised. Women don't take care of a man they're not interested in. It's an instinctive nurturing when they're attracted. No need to ask. They do it willingly. Sign 6. Women get annoyed when you don't pay attention to them. You walk into a party. Everyone is chatting excitedly. In the corner of the room, there's a girl. She looks familiar. She smiled at you last time, but today she's acting cold. You glance over, about to nod in greeting, but she turns her face away. Her eyes quickly avoid yours. Her expression isn't angry, but there's something uncomfortable. You wonder, what did I do wrong? Some women can become distant or annoyed, even though you haven't done anything wrong. Why? Because you didn't pay attention to them. When a woman finds you attractive, your silence can make her uneasy. And instead of admitting it, she chooses to punish you by ignoring you or acting oddly. It's a form of challenge, but also a subtle invitation. Why aren't you looking at me? Understanding this helps you realize attraction isn't just in admiring glances. Sometimes it's hidden in unusual silence, in a furrowed brow for no reason, or in a louder than usual laugh. All just to get you, and only you, to notice her. When a woman is attracted to you but doesn't receive reciprocal recognition, she doesn't always react with gentle silence. Sometimes she'll act distant, indifferent, or display confusing behavior, like laughing loudly when you walk by, standing too close to you, or occasionally throwing you a quick but meaningful glance. She might become louder, laugh harder, or walk back and forth in front of you. And when you start paying closer attention, you'll see she's always there. None of this is accidental. It's her effort to draw your attention, hoping you'll notice her first. Sign 7. People assume you have many options. You don't say much. No boasting. Even if you're not dating anyone, don't talk about your love life. But when you walk into a room, the way people look at you, especially women, carries a certain assumption. He must have a lot of girls after him. Strange, right? You didn't do anything to create that impression. But attraction, something difficult to grasp with words, has silently sent an invisible message. I am a person of value. I have options. Psychology calls this phenomenon pre-selection effect. This is when people, especially women, are attracted to someone who is perceived as being desired by others. They think, if others want him, there must be something special about him. The interesting thing is, you don't actually need to have many options. Just a confident demeanor, calm composure, and a bit of unshakable charm, enough to spark curiosity and attraction. Women are perceptive. They can read nonverbal signals. The way you look, the way you stay quiet, the way you don't try to impress, it all makes them think you are accustomed to being noticed. And because they think you don't need them, they want to earn your attention even more. The world works in a strange way. The person who doesn't chase is the one sought after. The person who isn't in a rush is the one who makes others anxious. And sometimes, your silence is the strongest statement about your self-worth. You don't need to have the world. You just need the world to think you could, and that's enough to make them come closer. If a girl gets jealous when she sees you talking to someone else, even though the two of you aren't a couple yet, congratulations, she's already viewing you as a desirable man. When you start noticing these signals, from the confused glance of a girl to the way other men act cautiously when you appear, it's not just about surface-level attraction. It's the result of the charisma, composure, and inner value you carry with you. True attraction doesn't lie in appearance. It's in the energy you exude when you don't try to prove who you are. And if you've experienced any of these signs or are starting to notice yourself becoming a stronger version of yourself, keep going. No need to rush. No need to force it. Just know, you're becoming the most attractive version of yourself. If you found value in these insights, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos, and comment below on which sign impressed you the most, or if you've experienced any of them. We'd love to hear your story.